we're not planning on this being a representative survey. In fact, we're not even planning on it being a non-representative survey. We're planning on and that there's 5 times as many people who didn't fill out the survey that may consider it. So we think that this is a pretty conservative plan for LMCC memberships. And John?
If our assumptions are correct, or in that ballpark for year 1, we would net income at the pool for $88,000. We want to monitor that for the first couple of years of operation. That would be placed into a restricted fund for the first 3 years and then reevaluated. Over that 3-year period, will adjustments need to be made to our operating plan, up or down? We will find out. Initially, and you'll find out in the finance plan, you've read it, we're taking the capital reserve, we're taking the taxes, and we're taking the maintenance and putting that in the loan for 10 years. This provides protection that we won't be coming back to you and saying, you know what, we forgot about something, we got something wrong. The numbers that we're going to be talking about from this point on and what it will cost you as a member really could only go down, because we've been conservative, and the goal would be, at least after that 10-year period, that the taxes and the maintenance and the cap reserve would be absorbed into that pool operation. Swimming is no longer looked upon as a sport, and no one wants to join the pool, and the kids have a new app that they can swim on their phone, and they don't need to. They just don't need a pool. The rental, the property rentals will cover the taxes on the property, and the maintenance, and a little bit of the capital. So now we'll talk about the finance. $1.2 million, or up to, that's what the ballot says, up to. So how do we get there? Well, that includes that negotiated price. That includes that $150,000 that we negotiated out, but now, you know, we have to repair everything. It includes the closing and the due diligence. It also has some contingency in there. So every aspect of this plan is protected. There's no grand assumptions that we're going to make $250,000 at the pool and everything is going to, we're going to give free lemonade away at the pool. What a 10-year loan looks, what does that look like to you out here? It's that $87.29 for 10 years. The breakdown of that, $61 for principal and interest, $26.29 again for the taxes, reserved for the pool and the maintenance. You can pay $470, that'll take care of your principal, and then it's $26.29 over a 10-year period. Going to invite Bill back up here. We're have one or two more slides, and then we're ready for Q&A. If anyone has any, did you write any questions that need to be picked up?
Yeah, if you want to just hold those cards in the air, and there's some trustees who are coming around to pick up your cards, so just hold them up in the air. You need a card to? So there's some people that need cards too. If you have extra cards to hand out, folks. So. If you don't have a card, just hold your empty. Empty hand. So, just to recap, what we believe we've done is put together a responsible conservative plan. We projected numbers that we are confident that we can meet. All costs have been considered. What we want a few years and request more money. More money. Next Thursday, January 31st at 7 p.m. Start the meeting promptly at 8 o'clock. It's a one-question meeting. And again, if you want a card, put your hand up. If you have a card, put your card up. And again, just to remind you, we had this slide before. I'm not going to go through it. But the trustees felt that we needed to bring this unique opportunity, this unique property to membership and let membership decide. And what I have up there are the reasons why the trustees felt it was important to bring the membership. And the last slide that we'll have up there is just what the ballot question is. For member questions and answers. And I see that there's a group of trustees up there that are trying to sort members into piles.
Voting. So e-voting starts Monday morning at 9 a.m. Absentee voting, you can get your tonight. That answers that.
So let's stay on the voting question,
Yeah,
sir.
correct that, because I got a quote today that said the non-ballot isn't in yet. I voted yes. And they changed the ballot. It hasn't been introduced yet, so I don't think voting for.
Reword the paper ballot. We decided that we wanted to. I guess you voted absentee before, or yeah. So we put some more information on the ballot just to make sure that.
So you can't really vote yet.
Okay, John, do you know when the absentee ballot will be available? The gentleman indicated.
It should be available tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow morning, actually, yeah, now there's nobody in the office, but so tomorrow morning the absentee ballot should be available. Any other voting related questions? Just the voting, how to vote? Yes, in Lake Mohawk, it's always one per membership number, so it's one, questions up here. John, this sounds like one for you. In fact, I'll ask the question and I'll let you answer. Can we have another?
Okay, the Tiki Bar. So, Lake Mohawk Country Club, we have a license to serve alcohol, as I think some of you may know and take full advantage of. The pool is in Byram, so our liquor license isn't transferable. However, in Byram, we can apply for one-day permits, and quite a few, up to 20. So I think what that would mean would be that we can have special days where we're serving at the pool or at a special function. One thing that we will be cognizant of is that area is a little bit more residential than down this end of the lake. So we're not going to be doing, we're not going to do the 10, 11 o'clock parties there, because that's not fair for the membership. But we could have just as much fun during the day. So it's on the short list, but we can always revisit it. This is from my wife. She says, "When are you coming home?" It's actually from last night.
All right, John, I'll let you stay up here. Rental properties, what are the lease rates, basically, in the terms of the leases?
Okay, each property, they are in a current lease, and I have the prices in they altogether. I think they yield, it's like around $43,000 to $45,000 in rental income, and they right now are on a lease, and they were signed years ago, and right now they're all on a month to month. Anything else?
All right, John, here's a question. How do your projected operating costs compare with historic operating costs? And do you have access to the historical? It says over, but there's nothing on the back. I would assume the historical operation. And here's another one that's related. The pool has not been able to gain or maintain membership with a cost of over $700. They had to drop the costs of members to pay. Just for a comment, that's not actually true. The memberships are $950, not $395. But if you